Welcome back to Advocacy, Alchemy with Professor Ross. We have a good one tonight, guys. TikTok prank gone wrong. Cody Clements, bomb threat, confession, and legal consequences. The only charge we have for tonight is the making of a false report regarding an explosive device. All right. We will talk about the law at the end. Enjoy the video.
911, what is the address of the emergency? Hello, 911. Hello, 911.
There's a bomb.
You said there's a what?
A bomb.
Where?
Walmart.
You said it's at Walmart? I'm attempting callback. Hello? Hello, this is a 911 operator. What's your name?
The police were dispatched to the local Walmart. They set up a cordoned area, and Walmart pointed out a particular individual. Let's see what happens.
All right, just don't get after right now. So, we're trying to confirm, management said he was trespassing here yesterday.
Where they find him in the bag?
Kimberlin said he was trespassing at Murdoch Walmart yesterday.
We're going around all over the place today.
So we're trying to confirm that, and we got Mr. Kevin here hanging out.
Who is he?
His phone was the one that dialed. Yeah, dude, I was looking. You've been trespassed from a bunch of places.
And you've been like every business, just everyone's been calling about you for some reason.
They just don't like me.
I don't know about that. I've never seen anybody that got called on by every single time.
No, it's okay to be a customer at a place, right? But when you start hanging out for long periods of time, and we don't like that, you know?
Joy. Is he under arrest or?
No.
Well, so basically Walmart.
What is he walking in a circle for?
Someone to walk in a circle.
So Walmart management said he was trespassed yesterday.
Oh, okay.
And, dude, what are you doing? So I'm like, ask Murray, I'm like, you want me to detain him now?
Look at my
He's
stuff.
like,
Look at grab my stuff, bro.
And
Nice.
what are you doing?
Stop! Don't grab it! Don't grab any of your stuff.
And then I guess Walmart management told him to leave this morning, and then he came back. So I gotta find out from Murray what we're doing with him.
Oh, okay.
And then I would like to verify in ACES whether he's actually been trespassing me or not.
Okay, upon further investigation and research, the police found out this suspect was not the right person. They looked at some camera footage. They found an additional suspect who was in the bathroom hiding with a stolen phone.
Black shirt right there.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Hey, we gotta talk to you real quick before you leave, all right, boss?
What's up, buddy?
How's it going?
You got anything? Can I say real quick? What's up? I need to check something out real quick. Just hang right here with this step.
They're investigating something, so we're just trying to figure out who's involved. If you're all good, don't worry about it. You don't have anything to worry about.
What's going on? Hey, buddy. What's going on? Come out here real quick.
Yeah, here. We'll step out here. Yeah. Here, drop your bag real quick. Drop your bag. Does this have in your bag?
What's going on?
We're gonna explain it to you real quick.
We're going to bring you down to our office, okay?
For what?
For an investigation we're doing.
For a prank phone call. You can check my phone. Yeah, that's fine. We will. Can I grab your phone then?
Good deal.
No. All right. Very good.
I'm gonna just pat you down, just make sure you don't have weapons. I'm not gonna search your person or anything like that, okay? All right? All right, cool. Just got like keys and wallet in there?
Yep.
All right. Nothing in there? All right. Cool. Let's see percent of that.
Why am I getting pointed out? I don't have anything on my record or nothing.
I don't know, I'm not the detective, but there is an incident that occurred here of some sort, and the detectives have enough probable cause to detain you right now.
So what's the probable cause, bud?
We're going to bring you down to the office. and we'll speak about it.
Nice that right there. Alright, you gonna hop in there?
All right, all credit goes to Blue Line Bodycam. They have the interrogation for us too, guys, to take a look at. We're going to take a look at that next, right now, and enjoy.
Alright, go ahead and step on that. Go ahead in that back door right there.
You able to take these things off? It's like,
Are they tight?
Yeah.
I'll check them real quick. Here, before you sit down, I'll make it easier if you want to stand up.
just with my Apple Watch.
You want me to take that off so it's not like in the way?
Sure.
Okay. I'm here with you in just a minute, alright?
Time is now 4:50 p.m. Today's date is going to be January 12th, 2024. It's in reference to case number 2401-007918. It's me, Detective Jones. Also with me is Corporal Martin. Person being interviewed is going to be Coty, C-O-T-Y, Justin Clements. His date of birth is 3/28/95. Still in handcuffs? We'll take you out. You're good with everything, right? We'll make you a little bit more comfortable. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I was just hurting.
I'm Detective Jones. This is Corporal Martin. Have you ever spoken to law enforcement before?
Yeah, the volunteer firefighter up north, so I deal with them all the time.
Up north? Okay. So we're doing the investigation that occurred over at the Walmart neighborhood. And within our policies itself, we pretty much read off a card and it goes step by step in the process when we address some conversation with somebody for an investigation. So I'll just read a couple of the questions off to you after I explain, and then we'll go from there, okay? All right, can you state your name?
Cody Clemens.
Are you under the influence of any drug or alcohol?
No, sir.
Do you know the meaning of perjury?
Perjury?
Do you know what it means?
What, falsifying someone's name?
It's false information provided by you or as being interviewed. So it's providing information with the intent to deceive the investigation or lie while under oath. Place you under oath real quick. Raise your hand for me. Swear affirm to stand about to give me the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm just going to read you some of your rights. Okay. The right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You also have the right to stop answering time to talk to a lawyer. Do you understand what I explained to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what were you saying about earlier? Something about you volunteer for something?
Yeah, volunteer for fire department.
Okay.
Where's that at?
Stafford Township, South Jersey.
Well, what are you down here for if you're up from up north?
Well, I own a trucking company. I mean, I just do that, help them out, whatever. I used to live up north. My mom lives up there.
Okay.
I stay here with my aunt.
So obviously you and I had interacted when you were at the Walmart neighborhood,
Right.
to include Corporal Martin itself, and you appeared that you were unaware of what's going on, but you know why we're here, okay? And what the investigation that we're doing. So, I'm
So
sorry.
how am I involved in it?
I'm sorry?
How do you single person out?
Who told you that you couldn't be there?
Whoever was manning the door. One of your officers.
Okay. So are you telling me right now that you were never in there prior to the time that you were interacting with me and Corporal Martin?
I wasn't there.
We know you were. Okay, you know there's cameras, right?
Yeah, I
Okay.
was in the store. I'm looking to get, because we have a rat problem at the house, I'm looking to get this peppermint oil, but it was essential oil, so I was doing some research to see if the essential oil would work. So I was waiting. Then all these cop cars show up. So now I'm waiting, and I said, oh, essential oil will work. So I go back to go in the store, and they said, you're not allowed. So then I go across the street, get them massaged, come back.
Let's just start from like the first time you were in the store. Tell us what happened from when you went in the store.
I went in the store, I spoke to the pharmacist. I asked if they had peppermint oil. She showed me where it was. I looked at it, and it said it was essential oil.
And what happens next?
I go take a piss, I go out back to the parking lot, and a bunch of cops are there, so what the hell's going on here? And then I look on my phone and try and see if the essential oil was going to work for the rodents. And then I, figure out that it could possibly work. I go back to the store, and you guys say I'm not in. And I go, this guy said it would be like 15, 20 minutes. So I go across the street, get a massage, come back, buy the oil, and then you guys are handcuffing me. I've never done anything in my life. Got nothing on my record. I help people. What are you getting at me, you know?
So let's talk about what happened in the bathroom. Other than taking a piss.
I took a piss and washed my hands.
Okay. Let's talk about the phone you found.
I didn't find a phone in the bathroom.
Didn't find a phone in the bathroom.
No, I had a phone.
Have you heard of touch DNA?
No.
Or if you touch something, your DNA will be on it by the skin that comes
The oils from your
fingers, skin,
Okay.
fingerprints, obviously. Right? So is there any reason that your DNA and fingerprints are going to come back on that phone?
Mine, no.
Listen, what's done is done, right? If it was a prank call that went wrong and was taken the wrong way, we get that, right? You're the only person in the bathroom with that cell phone
During the time
when the phone calls were made. That's it, right? We just want to make sure that what you said is not true, right? If it was a prank that went wrong, I get that, all right? What's done is done, right? Nobody else was in there during the time frame that the phone call was made. So was it a prank that was
Why do you
not?
have someone else arrested then?
We don't. That guy was trespassed, and he just happened to show up at the wrong time. So it is what it is, right? If you made a prank call and it was taken wrong, I get that. We can explain that, right? We just want to make sure you're not the guy who actually put a bomb in there and it's going to blow up later, right?
We just want to document it, so with our case, that it was just a stupid idea that you decided to do for whatever reason. Unfortunately, people do it all the time, but there's a difference between just pranking and with intent, to which unfortunately there has been the real issues where people have done an actual bomb. And obviously that's the reason why it's been in the way that the investigation has been. Obviously all the law enforcement showing up and everything else. A lot of times, unfortunately, people that do these incidents don't expect this for some reason to occur, you know what I mean? With the in-depth investigation that it is. But you know there's cameras. We know you walked in. You were in there less than 7 minutes. You walked directly into the store, obviously wearing the same clothes that you're wearing now.
Right.
You went up to the pharmacy, which you told us the truth. You went directly into the bathroom.
Right.
Okay? The gentleman who his phone is, he unfortunately left it in there. Okay? And he left it in there where you went. And you're the only one who's in there when that phone call was made. Okay? And we have the 911 tape when you made the comment on there with your voice. Okay, we know that, okay? What the reasoning on it, that's what we're trying to understand. It's not even for the fact of the 911 call, that's just calling a bomb threat. We're just trying to understand, and that's when we do our investigations, what's the reason behind it? With the intent of just making a joke. I mean, unfortunately, we take everything serious, you know what I mean? But once we decipher at the time that it's just a prank, we can be at least relieved that, at least for future reference, for you at least, that something like this would never occur, you know, again. But that's what he and I are doing this for investigation for, okay?
So your fingerprints are going to come back on the phone. Your DNA will come back on the phone, right? So we know you had the phone, right? Is it a prank call that was taken the wrong way?
So what happens if it was?
What's that?
Okay.
Was it a prank call that was taken?
That's what we're trying to decipher. It's just a stupid, like, we're trying to get to the moral of it. Like, what the reasoning did you think, let me do this stupid? Did you like watch YouTube or something? Or TikToks or something? They do this stuff all the time, unfortunately. Is that what kind of persuades you to do something? So where'd you find the phone at?
So it was just laying on the paper, the toilet paper thing.
Toilet paper roll, and it was just sitting there. Was it an iPhone? Was it a Samsung? Do you know what color was it?
Black.
Okay. Did it have like a case on it or anything?
Yeah, same case I have.
Okay. And what about the screen when you activated it? Is it password protected? And somehow you knew the password, or was it just unlocked?
That was open.
It was open. In the whole scheme of things, now looking back on it, I mean, is there a huge regret for your decision?
Yeah, I've never been in trouble at all.
Okay. Yeah.
So are you having like a mental health thing, or are you suicidal, or are you? That's what we're trying to get at that, man. We need to make sure that you don't seem like a bad guy. This just seems like you made a mistake.
Right.
But we're trying to get what was the reason? You went in the bathroom, saw a phone, but what persuaded you to go through it and then say, not just search for pictures or maybe, let me call
I was trying to be funny, I guess. TikTok.
Do you remember what you said?
I just said bomb, Walmart, TikTok. That's it.
You were saying TikTok, as in the app TikTok. Okay, not Tick or TikTok.
No, it's a TikTok.
Okay, that's what you're referencing.
Is there a bomb in the store?
No.
All right. Have you ever done anything like this before?
No.
All right.
Where do you said you live in Northport. How did you get here?
I drive.
Okay. Where did you park your car whenever you had
It's at
done
Walmart.
it? It's at Walmart. What is it?
I'll show body. So right
And where did you park at?
in the middle.
Okay. And is it an SUV, a truck, a car?
Chevy Silverado.
Okay. What color is it?
Gray.
And is it yours that you own or no?
That's me and my aunts, both of us.
But it's registered to you?
Yeah.
With a Florida tag?
Yeah.
Okay. So we know that you came in originally. What was was the real reason of you going to Walmart for what you purchased? Okay. All right. So what made you return?
To get the oil. To get the oil.
Because you originally were taken out. Okay. All right. What made you at the time, you passed by a lot of officers and you didn't say nothing at that time. And now you're coming to sense of realizing how many officers are responding, fire,
Yeah.
At any time were you kind of regretting your decision at that, realizing what the repercussion would be for making that type of decision?
Right.
No, I'm asking you what.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I probably come back too.
Okay. If you had anything to say on that decision, what would you say?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Waste your time.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, so there is no bomb, right?
No.
So we don't see you coming in with anything.
No.
That's our thing. So make sure everybody's safe.
Have you ever done anything like this before?
No.
What about I know you said TikTok, and there's a lot of things I did done on TikTok. Anything, other threats that you've ever made, or anything affiliated with
No, sir.
doing these? I mean, were you sending it to were you going to send it to people? Did you film this while you did it on your phone?
No, sir.
Okay. Well, you're referencing TikTok, but then usually you would film yourself doing that type of a threat with your own phone, because how is anybody going to see it on TikTok?
No, I didn't come.
Okay.
Do you have any questions for us?
What's going on?
We're going to talk about this. I mean, obviously, this is not a good situation.
Yeah.
You see the response it got, So, I mean, my suggestion, obviously, is never do anything like that again. And something you probably could have done is flag one of the officers down. Because you knew why they were there, right?
Yeah.
Flag them down and be like, hey, sorry, it was a joke. I screwed up, But I would just not do this again. It's pretty serious, We had 20 deputies out there running lights and sirens trying to get there.
Right.
Now you think about this. This is thinking outside the box a little bit. If one of those deputies crashes and hurts somebody or gets killed, and it's all because of something like this, you're looking at a lot more trouble,
Right.
And being as a fireman, think of what kind of danger. You driven a fire truck before? I mean,
Yeah.
it's stressful, You're trying to get somewhere to help somebody, and
And at the same token, imagine you're doing the volunteer fire and you're responding to the same call. Come to find out it's just a prank. I mean, how upset would you be at the same time? All this time and resources, money-wise and everything, other things need to be happening. So, anything you wish to add, change, or leave from we just told us?
What do you think is going to happen?
we'll talk about all that.
But for the interview, anything you want to add, change, or leave? Anything we spoke about off tape, we can speak about on tape? Okay, close the statement.
So how'd you feel about what happened with Cody making that bomb threat? Now you see that it's very, very serious if a person makes bomb threats. The police are taking that as a serious, actionable threat. They called out the bomb squad. They cordoned off the Walmart, weren't letting any new people come in. They were almost at the point where they were ready to evacuate the Walmart, okay? So that's going to be costly. All right, let's jump into the statute. We'll talk about probable cause, and also we'll talk about what happened since then, okay? I did some research and I found some stuff for you. All right, we'll start with my search. I said, give me the Florida law for making a bomb threat. I know this happened in Charlotte County, Florida. All right, so it says in Florida, making a bomb threat is addressed under the Florida statute 790.163. Which pertains to false reports concerning planting bombs, explosives, or weapons of mass destruction. According to the statute, it's unlawful for any person to intentionally make a false report about placing or planting any bomb, dynamite, or other deadly explosive, or weapon of mass destruction, or concerning the use of firearms in a violent manner against a person or persons. All right, look, this is a second-degree felony. That's very high up there for Florida, okay? There's only 2 more levels ahead of that, all right? But you can be punished up to 15 years in prison a fine of up to $10,000. Additionally, the court may require restitution for all costs and damages resulting from the criminal conduct. The cost would be the cost involved with assembling the bomb team and bringing them out, because they have to go through and they have to check everything every time they get a call. The fire department was probably called out, all that stuff. All right, look at this. It says it's important to note that Florida Statute 836.10 also addresses threats made in writing or electronic communication. All right, so he could have been hit with this other one also. All right, but he wasn't. He just had the one charge. We'll look at the charge here in just a second too. All right, let's take a moment and we're going to look at the information I found, the additional information. He did plead to a pre-trial diversionary program, which means basically pre-conviction alternative sentencing, basically. So he went on supervised probation for a period of no less than 6 months and no more than, I think it's 8 months, but we'll take a look at it in just a second. Let me get that information pulled up and we'll talk about it. Okay, so here's a mugshot of Cody. And here is the information I pulled down. This is actually from the official website for Charlotte County, to be able to see their cases that are open and disposed of. You see here where it says status date around the middle of the page. It says 7/9/24. That's when they closed this case out. Now, if we look down here in the actual docket, we can see that his case was closed due to a pretrial diversion program. All right, so now I'm going to pop the documents up and they're going to go through, but you can pause them and take a look, but I will point out the important portions here. All right. Okay, so notice that this document here that's flashing on the screen, I'm going to actually get a copy you can download. It'll be in the description below. And that way you can take a look at it if you want to look closer. But the key things I want to point out on this document are, first of all, let's go through the first page here. First page just tells us who the judge was, who the attorney for the state was, who his defense attorney was. We see here it has a next court date. What that is simply telling us that if he does not accept a plea into this program, he needs to show up at that next court date for pretrial. Okay, that's how that's going to work. Notice that they have a bunch of waivers here. As you see, starting on the second page, you have a waiver of speedy trial. They have that because you have a right to a speedy trial, which is a part of your Sixth Amendment rights. All right, and that just simply means that you have a right to a trial that will not last forever. Okay, most states it's 1 year. All right, I'm not sure about Florida, but we can easily find that information of how long in Florida. And I'll just pop that on the screen so you can see it for right here. You have waiver of certain rights. Acceptance of financial responsibility. So they're going to have some costs and fines that they're going to ask him to pay. And he's signed that he is going to pay those in order to get into this pretrial diversion program. That's what the PTD means. All right. Let's see here. You have the contract itself talks about the conditions. All right. This is from 6 months to 18 months. That's how long this program is. He'll have to pay $50 a month plus a 4% surcharge for the cost of his supervision fees. All right. He can't own or possess a firearm or weapons unless otherwise authorized. He can't change his residence. All right, look at this. A conviction in a court is not necessary to violate this contract. All right, notice that he can just be arrested and they can come for him. Okay, you will not knowingly associate with any person engaged in criminal activity, to not possess any illegal drugs or narcotics. You'll work diligently at a lawful occupation. He has to stay gainfully employed, or to remain in school. Okay, if you're questioned by your parole officer, you promise to tell them the truth. All right, this is saying that you can be violated for perjury. They talk about where the location of Walmart was in Port Charlotte. He'll have to complete 40 hours of community service, and he has to go to some mental health evaluation. Let's look at the cost. He has to pay the cost of prosecution, which was $100. He has to do court costs of $395. That's the Department of Correction training trust fee of $2 per month. All right, he signed this on this page 7, saying he accepts the punishments. He's willing to enter into this pretrial diversion program. Now, that pretrial diversion program, I see it does not carry a guilty, but if he fails in that program, he'll come back and be tried for the charge of making a false report regarding a explosive device or a bomb. Okay? Let's talk about probable cause. Now here, I think our probable cause was established through the phone call itself. The phone call into 911, and then they coordinated the video to find him. All right, because they did not they didn't have a good bead on who the suspect was after that first guy was let go. All right, they had to go review some camera footage, and they did that fairly quickly, guys. You got to think about that. They are operating together. It's a whole department that came down on this. There was one part in here where he said they had to bring out approximately 30 officers to figure out what's going on. So everybody's working on something, and they're getting stuff done fast. All right, so they developed that probable cause fairly quickly that there was one person in the bathroom. The call came from in the bathroom, and potentially it's going to be this guy that's a suspect. So they detained him, they arrested him, and then they transport him back to the police station for the interview that they conducted.
But you know there's cameras. We know you walked in. You were in there less than 7 minutes. You walked directly into the store, obviously wearing the same clothes that you're wearing now.
Right.
You went up to the pharmacy, which you told us the truth. You went directly into the bathroom.
Right.
Okay. The gentleman who his phone is, he unfortunately left it in there. Okay. And he left it in there where you went. And you're the only one who's in there when that phone call was made. Okay. And we have the 911 tape when you made the comment on there with your voice. Okay, we know that, okay? What the reasoning on it, that's what we're trying to understand. It's not even for the fact of the 911 call, that's just calling a bomb threat. We're just trying to understand, and that's when we do it.
Now, I see these interviews all the time in my job, and people do confess. He had the right to ask for an attorney or to remain silent and not cooperate. They would have held him until his first appearance, which would have been within probably 24 hours. And he would have been assigned a lawyer if he couldn't afford one. We see that this case ended. He did not have to pay a public defender fee, so he hired his own attorney. So what do you think about that case, guys? This is a real situation, and this is one to definitely instruct your children and people like that. I remember back in the day, playing on the phone and trying to dial 911, and they call back, and you get definitely in trouble from your parents. All right. Nowadays they have even better equipment, guys. Don't be silly and don't be stupid. All right. I've been to a course where they train people on the type of equipment that they have right now, and believe me, it's some good equipment. They can break in the phones. They have a black box. They have a gray box. I've seen these things perform. If they get access to your phone and they have a warrant, they can get inside that phone. They can get everything off that phone, every call, and they know every location on the planet Earth where that phone was when it made every single interaction with the internet. All right. Don't believe me, but look up NCFI. All right. All right. With that, this is Professor Ross, and this is Advocacy Alchemy. If you enjoyed the video, give me a like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. All right, we're trying to build a class where we can talk about these things in the comments, and eventually we can have some live courses. Okay, that's what my focus is. So you all join the party. All right. So with that, I will see you tomorrow. This is Professor Ross, and this is Advocacy Alchemy. Have a good day.